Yeah, I mean, and look, I mean, the nice part, and I think, Rob's kind of alluding to some of this is, we work with our students closely as they make their way through the program. And I had the good fortune of working with Rob a good amount, and not only that initial course, but then also working with Rob on his final capstone. So that experience it's a really great experience. I'm wondering if you could dig in a little, like one layer deeper as far as, so how does this curriculum, on a daily basis, is this something that you connect to the work you're doing regularly?
So that connection point with that law class, and probably the next thing I can tell you is that the leadership program portion of the MPA program, I gained a lot of energy, and I think there's certainly, we see over the last 2 years going through COVID, you're now seeing a lot of leader turnover within the state, right? And one of the successes or things that I hold near and dear was the energy that I gained, whether it was once a week at some points of the program or twice a week during the program, to actually going somewhere and having the opportunity, either online or in person, to get that energy from the next generation. Give back a little bit, share my experience, but gain that energy to keep going. And it was truly an energy that has continued to propel me forward, and that's important to highlight, I think.
I'll kind of end with this, and then I'll turn it over to you if you have any, further thoughts. Rob tends to be a pretty great example of our student body at Carsey. And I, like I said, had the fortune of kind of watching that growth and that progress and the conclusion, right? And Rob kind of finishing that degree and bringing it through to its culmination. And watching our students both engage and grow in our program is a pretty wonderful thing. And I think you still get that with us. I think that's still kind of a real key part of our program and all three of our programs. Not only are we able to kind of watch and engage with our students, we're also able to learn and grow with our students as well. I've never run a fire department, right? I mean, so the amount that I could gain from learning from Rob is to, okay, well, what does this look like on the ground? And that back and forth, I think, happens in the classroom regularly across all of our programs. So, Rob, it really is, a true pleasure to have you back. I appreciate your willingness to support us and talk with, our community and potential students. So thank you. And if there's anything else that you'd like to add, love to open it up.
Yeah, just to close out one last point, and you talked about this, right? You talk about the UNH network, and you talk about all those things, right? And those are important. I can't tell you the number of alumni that I've actually been able to reach out and touch with a question because they're either in law enforcement or another section of government, or you bump into somebody and, I remember graduating and Dan handed us all a little UNH lapel pin, and I wear that frequently because I'm proud of the work that we do and we did at UNH. The network, it is so entrenched in the state and in what we do government-wise that it's important to recognize that piece. I'm into relationships and how you build those to be able to communicate. You may not know the answer, but you're going to know somebody that does know the answer, and the network will help you get there. So that's another key point.